Hey Falcons fans, if you want to stay updated with all the latest news, rumors, and developments about our team, you're in the right place. We bring you everything about the Atlanta Falcons, made just for our loyal fans. So don't wait. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get updates first. And of course, smash that like button to help grow our amazing Falcons community. Now, let's dive into today's big news. NFL Insider predicts Kirk Cousins trade package involving an AFC team. Just a year after signing a 4-year, $180 million deal with the Falcons, Kirk Cousins is already being linked to trade rumors. While he's still happy with the massive contract, the reality is that Atlanta has moved on, handing the future over to first-round pick Michael Penix Jr. At 37 years old, Cousins wants to be in a situation where he has a real shot at starting in 2025. Right now, his only path to playing in Atlanta would be if Penix Jr. were to get injured, something no one wants to see happen. So, where could Cousins land? With several teams still looking for a starting quarterback, speculation is heating up on what it would take to trade for the four-time Pro Bowler. Cleveland Browns in the mix for Kirk Cousins? One of the teams reportedly still hunting for a quarterback is the Cleveland Browns. They recently traded for Kenny Pickett, but it's unclear if they see him as a long-term starter or just a quality backup. If Cleveland wants Cousins, the expected price tag could be around a fourth-round pick. That's not a steep price for an experienced quarterback, and it could make sense for a team looking to upgrade at the position. Could we see Kirk Cousins in a Browns uniform soon? Stay tuned as the trade rumors continue to heat up. Would the Browns prefer Kirk Cousins over Kenny Pickett? If given the choice, most teams would likely prefer Kirk Cousins over Kenny Pickett as their starting quarterback, and that could include the Cleveland Browns. There's already a connection between Cousins and Cleveland. Head coach Kevin Stefanski worked with him for 2 seasons in Minnesota, so the Browns could be a natural fit. But the big question is, how much would it cost to bring Cousins to Cleveland? What would a trade for Cousins look like? Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer recently weighed in on this, laying out a few potential trade scenarios. According to Breer, the Falcons want another team to take on a big portion of Cousins' salary. One possible deal? Atlanta could cover $12.5 million of the $27.5 million Cousins is set to earn in exchange for a fourth-round pick. Cleveland owns pick number 104, the second pick on day 3 of the draft. If the Browns are debating between adding Cousins or rolling with Pickett and a rookie QB, excluding big names like Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, or Jackson Dart, it might make sense to pay a little extra for a proven veteran. Falcons to host WR Isaiah Bond for pre-draft visit. While most expect the Falcons to focus on defense in the 2025 NFL Draft, history shows that GM Terry Fontenot doesn't always follow the obvious path. And once again, Atlanta is exploring all options before making its move. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Falcons have scheduled a pre-draft visit with University of Texas wide receiver Isaiah Bond. The Georgia native will participate in the team's local pro day next week, a key event where teams evaluate local talent through in-person workouts and interviews. Even though wide receiver isn't a major need for Atlanta right now, the Falcons are clearly keeping their options open. Could Bond be a surprise addition to the offense? We'll have to wait and see. Falcons exploring offensive weapons for their young QB. The Falcons are keeping their options open when it comes to adding offensive talent to support their young quarterback. While defense is expected to be their main focus in the 2025 NFL Draft, they're still evaluating playmakers who could complement their receiving core, and one name on their radar is Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond, a speedster with big play potential. Bond is one of the fastest prospects in this draft class, having run a blazing 4.39-second 40-yard dash at the NFL Scouting Combine. While his 2024 stats, 34 catches, 540 yards, and 5 touchdowns, weren't eye-popping, he's still viewed as a dangerous deep threat receiver. Currently ranked as the 109th overall prospect by Pro Football Focus, PFF, Bond has the kind of elite speed that teams love. PFF even noted that he could sneak into the top 50 picks because of his game-breaking ability. However, to earn a consistent role, he'll need to develop into a more complete receiver rather than just a vertical threat. How Bond would fit in Atlanta. The Falcons already have a strong receiving core with Drake London, newly signed Darnell Mooney, and Ray McCloud, who primarily plays in the slot. But adding a dynamic weapon like Bond, who can play both inside and outside, would give Atlanta another explosive option and help create more space for their playmakers. Falcons still expected to prioritize defense. Despite their interest in Bond, Atlanta is still expected to focus heavily on the defensive side of the ball, especially early in the draft. The Falcons hold the 15th overall pick and have just 5 total selections, including 2 compensatory picks in the 7th round. With limited draft capital, every pick will be strategic. Could the Falcons surprise everyone and take Bond earlier than expected? Or will they stick to the plan and reinforce their defense? We'll find out soon.